Good morning from Portland, Maine. We are here on Norwegian Sky. We are in port today with Carnival Venezia. So we've got about 6,000 cruise passengers descending on the city of Portland. What's cool about this cruise port is we are literally right here in downtown. Our ships are docked, we are walking into downtown. Where yesterday in Boston, we had to Uber into the area we wanted to hang out in. So we're here for the day. It's all gonna be about the Lobstah. Lobstah, not lobster, Lobstah. So we gotta get that right, and we gotta get lots of it here.
So we're here in Portland, and I was just talking about my little crawfish lobster episode. So the last time I was here in Portland, I got a guy right here in Old Town to do this tattoo. He was able to take me, so I was like excited about that because you usually got to make an appointment. Well, about 3/4 of the way from him finishing this, I noticed he started getting on the claws, and I'm like, man, those look like crawfish claws, not lobster claws, because I wanted like something to remind me of my trip here. So, of course, I needed to get a lobster. Well, when he finished it, it was absolutely a crawfish, not a lobster, because those claws have to be bigger for it to be a lobster. And all my friends are always joking with me, like, it's a happy accident, because you cook crawfish all the time. You're the crawfish king. You got to have the crawfish. So that worked out, but I wanted a lobster, but I got a crawfish. We're here sitting on the deck at the Porthole. We liked it so much the last time we were here. This is where we had our lobster, that we're gonna eat here again, but I think we're gonna come back because we're not hungry just yet, but it's just right close to the cruise terminal.
It is.
I mean, probably a couple of blocks from the cruise terminal. So that's really nice. Really, I love this place. The vibe is just perfect. And the sun's out finally. Feels good to get some of that vitamin D. But we're gonna walk around a little bit, see what we can get into. No more crawfish lobster tattoos.
No, not today.
Maybe I could get one that's an actual lobster this time.
Where would you put it?
I don't know, but I can find a place for sure.
This is one thing I absolutely love about these port cities. This is a fish market. So these fish were caught right here off the coast of Maine. You can come in here and buy fresh fish and lobster and oysters and just about anything you can imagine seafood wise. This is the harbor fish market. It's kind of in a little alley on the port. So cool.
What do y'all think about Portland?
I love Portland. This is our second time here. What do you think?
Well, this is Debbie and David's first time.
This is their first time in Portland.
And we're just getting here, so we haven't seen much, but it's pretty.
It's beautiful, and it's always great when you hook up with friends.
Yes.
And we're walking around Old Town right now, so I love this area because it's got the old, I'm not going to say cobblestones, they're not cobblestones, but they're like old brick pavers. So it's very uneven. You got to watch where you're walking, but it's absolutely beautiful all through here.
If you want to fly your drone recreationally in the United States, as long as it's 0.55 grams or less, or pounds, I'm sorry.
David is studying the drone laws.
Yes.
Right here in
254
Portland.
grams and above, you need a commercial license or at least a certification.
Okay. It is time, my favorite time to eat. We're back at the Porthole Restaurant right here on the bay. We loved it so much the first time, we had to come back. I know what you're thinking. There's so many places you could go, chowder houses all over the place. And when we come back next time, we will try something different. But heck, they got clam chowder here. And I remember I tasted it. It was delicious. They have delicious clam chowder. They have delicious lobster and lobster rolls. We had all three last time. I think we'll probably have all three again this time. But it's been just kind of a chill day. Haven't done a whole lot walking around the city. We had some friends with us, and so we've just been kind of hanging out with them. But let's get our grub on.
Cool thing though, we're sitting here and we're hearing the music and we're like, oh, wait a second, that's Mark Broussard. So that's local Louisiana music that we're hearing right here in Portland, Maine.
Straight from the water. You don't know nothing about this, take me home.
We're waiting for our table at the Porthole, but what's really neat is we're standing here at the restaurant and there's our ship right there. We got our table, always sit outside. There is seating inside, but who wants to sit inside on a beautiful day like this? So we've got in the shade, which is nice. Got our menu right here. Pretty much any seafood imaginable you can get here, but we're here for the lobster. I'm getting a lobster roll. I think Jason's gonna get steamed lobster. It's gonna be good.
I'm happy, dude. Oh man,
That smells amazing.
that is just creamy goodness. That warms the soul. I'm just telling you right now. That is so, so good. And our waitress, she said, some say it's the best clam chowder in Portland. A lot of people say it. You know what? You'll just have to come find out for yourself. I'm gonna say it's pretty darn good, but is it the best? I don't know. I gotta try a few more places, but it's got huge chunks of celery, huge chunks of clams and potatoes, and it's just, God, it's warm and creamy and buttery. You gotta try it.
Oh yeah, that is so good. You can tell there's a lot of butter in there, or at least I taste butter, because it just makes that cream really nice and creamy. Those potatoes are nice and soft. The soup itself, the consistency, the flavor, it's so delicious. Here, honey.
You're gonna give it back?
Yes. I got me a lobster roll. So, you can either get a lemon aioli or a butter. Of course, I went for butter. So, here we go. Let me get a good bite here. So the lobster is served cold with butter, but you know it's fresh. How do you know it's fresh? Because the lobster boats are literally pulling up to the dock. As we're sitting at the restaurant, we were watching them unload the lobsters right off the fishing boat. So that is fresh lobster.
Here in Maine.
Yes.
And our friends got the
Haddock boat.
haddock. How is it? It looks incredible.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Delicious.
So, kind of made a bad decision. I got the lazy lobster, which is already like deshelled, and I kind of like regret it. I don't regret not having to pull the meat out, but it just looks a bit underwhelming. But it definitely doesn't taste underwhelming. Golly,
And you just don't have to go through all the work.
I know, it's just going to go really fast now.
It just doesn't look like you're going to get your money's worth.
Right, I can just shovel it in now. And I'm going to feel like I'm going to need more, but my God, it's delicious. Try a piece of the haddock. A little tiny bit of tartar sauce.
No fishiness.
Man, there is absolutely no fishiness.
Almost as good as a halibut. Well, it's
Good.
flaky. Halibut's not
It's
flaky.
really nice fried
flavor.
crispiness on it.
Very flaky.
Very flaky, yep, good. And it's big portions. Wow,
And
look at
it's
this.
only $22.
It's a good meal.
All right, so we are ending our day, wrapping up here in Portland at a little place called Gritty's. Nice little local bar right here, just a few blocks from the cruise port. We didn't get to show you a lot today because we ran into some friends, and you know how that goes. You know, we were enjoying our friends. Sorry that we weren't able to bring you a lot of footage this particular port, but we'll try to make up for it next time. But we are enjoying ourselves here at Gritty's. We got less than an hour to get back to the ship, but it's been a good day nonetheless. If you haven't visited Portland, Maine, you absolutely should. Old Towns is just a charming place. Lots of restaurants, lots of bars, lots of shopping. Cool city.
Funny story. All aboard time is 4:30, so we decided to push the envelope just a little bit because we were really enjoying.
Purpose.
Well, we were enjoying our day in Portland. And we come back through security and like, okay, that's 2 of the 13 that are left. So there's only 13 people out of 2,000 that are still in port, and we're 2 of them.
We having fun, y'all.
But we're here now. Time to get back on board.
Wow, and one thing I noticed as we're approaching, this is the steepest gangway we've ever seen.
And longest.
It's crazy. Look at this thing.
We are sailing away from Portland, Maine right now. Absolutely beautiful sail away. I'm really enjoying this for a few reasons. One, I like seeing the city off in the distance, but then we're also seeing that there's islands all around Portland, and there's some of them are uninhabited, some of them have houses on them, and then the further we get away, we're seeing the Portland headlight and the old lighthouse across from it. And it's very interesting seeing a city from two different perspectives. So we were here 2 years ago on an RV road trip, and now we're here via cruise ship. So seeing it from land and seeing it from sea, it's really neat seeing it both ways. So I'm gonna link down below the other video from our RV road trip so you can see the two perspectives as well. Wow. Hey!
First real six, yeah. Bought it and five them down. Laid it till the fingers bled right now. The stars say will last forever. And if I had a choice, yeah, I always wanna be there. Oh yeah, baby, what's the summer of day and night? Oh yeah.